What's up, guys? It's me, Karim from AreWeFamousNow, and welcome to another edition of Fan Video Responses. It is so freaking cold in here, man. So cold! Ah! A lot of you are probably like, okay, so if it's cold, then why are you taking off your thing? Because I'm going to do this. So cold. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to answer your questions. Alright, and we have questions from Sarah, so let's begin.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Kareem, hey.
Hey, what's up?
My name's
Another
Sarah.
cute smile.
Sarah. You may or may not remember replying to me several times on your fan page. Do you recognize me?
I do recognize you, but I don't remember responding, so I'm sorry if I don't remember.
Regardless, I appreciate your replies. Pardon me for not looking at the camera most of the time because I'm glossophobic.
It's okay.
And also, I'm actually looking at a script. Also, I would like to apologize to you and warn you because I might seem patronizing in the questions I will proceed to ask.
It's okay. I'm ready.
If you could please bear in mind, I'm not trying to find fault with you, moan at you, or lecture you. I just have a few inquiries that might be controversial, and that's just the kind of person I am. I'm gonna do a thing now where I cover my face, cause, wait. Most of the time, people don't listen to me, cause, you know, they're distracted, and it's no offense to you or anyone. It's not personal. It's just, inshallah, you're not that kind of person anyway, and
Nah.
this is just a precaution.
Don't worry about it.
Regarding my questions,
Okay.
Kurdish, please don't hate me, and Karim, please understand that I'm an inquisitive child.
Okay, no problem. Guys, I'm sorry about
my first question
the beeps and
is,
stuff.
and excuse me, how do you find all the time to do this? Aren't there any responsibilities or priorities that keep you occupied?
Okay, I find all the time because I make the time. I've started to get really good with my time management, so as you know, as I do things, I do have responsibilities. I take care of them first, and then I start, working on these. But believe it or not, this is one of my responsibilities. This is my job. I have to uphold a constant basis of content, making videos and doing all this stuff because this is what my job entails of. I have to do this. It's no different than any other job. When someone goes to their job, they have to put down everything and go to their job and work at it, no matter what it is. Just because it's YouTube, just because I'm able to do it anywhere and I make my own time and my own hours doesn't mean that, I don't have responsibilities and that I have a lot of free time, when in reality I don't. And this is one of the biggest regrets I have, because when I don't have free time, a lot of people, this is how I lost friends, because I concentrated too much on my work and whatever it is, that I wasn't able to hang out more often and meet up with friends or go to special events or something like that my friends are holding. I regret that. I really do. That in itself was a responsibility that I should have taken care of, but now it's a lot different. Now I try my best to always try to hang out more often and regulate my work, but it's getting better now with time management and everything like that. I still have to fix my sleep schedule, because every time Ramadan comes up, my sleep schedule just goes crazy, and I really need to fix that. I really do. Alright, so next question.
Pause to answer, please. Second question, and by the way, well done on recognizing the faults of smoking shisha. Although it would be much better for you as an individual to stop because you truly understand and believe you should, not smoke because, not because of other people's opinion, because changing to, please other people can be very dangerous. And good job anyway, and sorry for diverting the focus. My question is, although you don't smoke shisha, why did you stick around while Adam and Sheikh do? Because isn't secondhand smoke more dangerous and kills twice as fast? Wouldn't that defeat the purpose and make it better if you were actually smoking it firsthand? And pause to answer.
I actually want to make a comment on what you said about changing for others can be dangerous. If you know me, I never ever change or do anything to please anyone. I'm the type of person that actually does things that make him feel good and that I would feel right. I like making others happy. I'm not changing my ways about smoking shisha and stopping it because I want to please my fans. I want to make them feel like they have, you know, some sense of importance in my life, that they have led me to make my own decision where I'm not going to smoke shisha anymore. It's not because, oh, they don't like it, I'm going to stop doing it. So I hope that's clear. Another thing also is that, you know, it's not always a bad thing to change for others. I just want to say that, you know, but you don't want to live your life changing for others and always trying to please people. Hey, what's up, Sarah? I'm sorry that, you know, I forgot to answer the question while I was shooting the video, but I actually got the guys with me, so we're gonna answer the questions right here through this video camera. To be honest with you, since I stopped smoking shisha, I still hang out with them because the shisha we smoke is vapor based. It's not tobacco based.
Yeah.
So it's not that harmful. And actually, I don't even think it's that harmful at all.
I don't think it's harmful. Yeah, I was just saying.
I mean, there's some hookah spots that do tobacco, and it's really harmful.
Sorry.
This guy got a phone. There's some hookah spots, some shisha spots that are really harmful. That it's tobacco in it, and it's really not good for your lungs or anything.
Yeah.
But the places we go to and the places we have, most of them, I'm not gonna say all, most of them have like vapor, so it's not really, it's like anything.
Yeah,
but we
it's
do
just
it
like,
while we
yeah.
edit, while we anything to chill.
It's like
kind of
moisture.
that.
The
It's
vapor base is not
smoke.
as bad. Yeah. Even though I'm still gonna hang out with them, even though they still do it, they're my friends. And if the smoke kills me, I can say I died for my friends.
Nah, don't say that. I never want him to smoke. Sometimes like, let's not feel bad like saying like, yo, you want to try? I test him like my little nephew. I'm like, you know, Karim, want to try? Karim was like,
When in reality,
yeah.
you're like
yes, then we pull it away.
But still.
Third question, and remember, I'm not telling you off. Don't you find yourself controversial in trying to spread Islam by showing yourself to be a good example of a Muslim? Yet you kiss young marriageable women whom you are non-mahram to when you were like at a show. And also, I quote from your You Now broadcast, I don't care. It's haram. I want to kiss every single one of you. Pause and explain, please.
Okay, look, first off, I don't like to portray myself as a good example of as a good example of a Muslim. I just like to show people that I am a Muslim who's not perfect yet can still follow Islam and still be called a Muslim. That's the most important thing, because a lot of people out there are weak-minded and feel like if they make one mistake in the religion that it's not for them and they want to let go and that's it. They feel like they give up. I want to let people know that you don't have to give up. You know, I'm not a perfect Muslim, yet I still claim that I'm Muslim. I still claim that I love the religion. I'm not necessarily a good, you know, example. I don't think I am. But you could say the same about sheikhs. You know, I know sheikhs who are absolutely, you know, I don't want to, you know, speak bad of them, but I know people who were sheikhs, and they're not anymore, and they live a life now that is completely horrible, and they're married, yet they sleep with other women, yet they drink alcohol, yet they do all that, you know, but you don't get to see that side. So you would see them as someone who's perfect, you know what I mean? And then you would follow them. But see, this is the difference with me. I'm not claiming that I am a sheikh or I have so much knowledge or whatever it is, but I am still a Muslim and I still have all the right to talk about Islam and the beauty of it. I show my imperfections. I show people that I'm not perfect, yet Islam is still a beautiful thing for me and I'm still accepted by God and I still try to better myself. That's how you relate to other people, because they're not perfect. I never try to make myself better than anyone. I never try to say that I'm better than anyone. I never ever do that. Yes, there are questionable things that I've done. I'm not proud of it. I'm not going to try to defend it, but, you know, a sin is a sin, and I'm going to have to deal with it when I'm judged by God. So, you know, but in my heart and in my intentions, I know that what I'm doing is just out of love and affection. So when a girl comes up and asks for a hug or for a kiss, I don't say no. I don't want to embarrass her. You don't know what that girl has gone through in her life. You know, a simple kiss or a hug from someone that she looks up to or admires can mean the world to her. And why not? I see nothing wrong with that. I'm not sexually harassing her. I'm not doing something against her will. You know, she's not kissing me against my will. She politely asked, so why not? And even if they do kiss me without my consent, I really don't care, to be honest with you. It's just a kiss. You know, there's nothing sexual behind it. I mean, if there was something sexual behind a kiss, we wouldn't be kissing babies, we wouldn't be kissing our parents. I mean, if you think about it, it's a sign of affection. It's a gesture. We're in a society now today where, you know, things like that are important because people relate to that and people embrace that. If I'm going to be so hard-headed to the point where I'm like, no, do not touch me, no, do not kiss me, it's gonna look bad and it's gonna make people afraid of it, and it's gonna be like, well, then what is Islam? It's not loving. But then you're gonna be like, well, that's not love. People could love in many different other ways. Well, in society today and what we live in, you have to understand this is what love is, and we don't see a whole lot of it anymore. And when I said that on that I don't care if it's haram, I want to kiss every single one of you, I was talking about everyone, even guys, and I was talking about kissing on the cheek. And it's not like I'm gonna do it. It's just a saying, you know. I hope you guys don't take things too literal. You know, it's good to just relax and just be laid back, you know, not to be too into this box, you know, because then that's gonna kill you. That's dangerous, you know what I mean? Put sexual intent behind the kiss, then it's haram. If you put love and affection behind the kiss, then I mean, if I go to a girl and go like this, you know, I mean, is that haram? I mean, I touched her, but it was only like a high five, you know? There's nothing wrong. It's not like I'm gonna hold her and then all of a sudden I'm just gonna have like, you know, all these sexual thoughts and go crazy and everything like that. And if you're that type of person, then there's something wrong with you. It's all about control and all about understanding. I went off too long on that, but we'll keep going. Continue.
I have a cold, so
It's okay. I hope you feel better, by the way.
funny. The lighting,
It's cold here, so.
I'm actually next to a window, so the sun kind of moves around. Fourth question, and I think this is last because I don't have a fifth question.
That's okay.
Who are you, and why, in your opinion, are you fit to be publicly sharing your views in Islam on a worldwide scale? Influencing lost and questioning people in the masses. Do you think you are personally good enough in terms of understanding these things and sufficiently researched and providing evidence for your points made? Aren't you concerned that you might be misleading and risk leading large numbers of people astray? Are you responsible enough? Excuse my patronizing nature. Please pause to answer this long question.
Who am I? I am a Muslim. Am I fit to be publicly sharing my views on Islam? Yes, absolutely. Because I follow Islam. I believe in it. I am Muslim. So I think I have every right as any other Muslim, to be completely honest with you. Do I think myself as someone who understands these things great and well enough? Yes, I do see myself as someone who understands these things because I question it a lot more than people who actually do follow it blindly. And that's it. They don't question, they don't ask, they don't know why. They're just like blind sheep following something. So I think I do understand it, and sometimes things I don't understand, I will keep questioning and trying to understand. I understand as much as I can, and I try to understand even more. I might not have a lot of knowledge, but even people who do have a lot of knowledge sometimes follow things blindly. I have faith that everything in Islam is great and that all the answers are going to come out to be beautiful. So that's why I always question. It's like Einstein. He got low grades in school. He was not considered a smart kid. But what made him smart was that he always asked questions. Even when he annoyed his teachers, he would always ask questions. People hated him for that, but he still kept asking questions because he was the only one that was interested, who wanted to know more, you know? Of course I am concerned about being misleading, but I don't lead anyone in any way. I'd never ever tell anyone that I'm a good Muslim, follow me and do what I do. No, we're all not perfect Muslims. We shouldn't be leading each other. We should be helping each other and advising one another. I think that's what it is. You don't want to lead anyone. The only person who led people into Islam and still leads us today is Muhammad, peace be upon him. So be very careful with your choice of words. In my life, the only sins I commit are what you guys see on camera. And nobody believes that, you know? So everybody thinks that, you know, just because I am this person on camera, that it does not give me the right to talk about Islam, and that because, you know, you see my sins, that I'm a horrible person. I know it's not good to publicly sin, but nobody's perfect. We all sin. In the eye to God, we are in the public. So even if you're in your own bathroom, hidden from everyone else, you are still in public when it comes to the eyes of God. So you are gonna commit a sin no matter what. The best person that you can get knowledge from is yourself. Read, you know, study and look at all the scriptures, because then that way it will be the best way. If you don't understand it, try to find someone that can help you and talk to you in such a way that doesn't scare you?
Excuse my patronizing nature.
That's okay.
Please pause to answer this long question. And sorry for being interrogative and patronizing. I keep using this word.
No, it's
I'm a
alright.
child. I'm trying to be authoritative. And actually, I made a fan art for you
Cool.
ages ago.
I like your snapback, by the way.
I used to draw portraits of people, although I recently discovered that it's haram because you're not supposed to attempt to replicate Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's live creations.
Okay, I'm sorry, but this is, I mean, okay, I want to know who told you it's haram and when did you find that out. All I know is that drawing or trying to make an image of Muhammad, peace be upon him, is haram. And that's understandable because he was a perfect human being and we cannot replicate that. That's completely understandable. He was a prophet. But we're not prophets. I guess then that means like taking pictures of people is haram too, because when we take a picture, it's not a real image of us. It's actually a replication of a light bouncing back, and then you have everything on film or whatever, or digital. You know, there's pixels on the camera, and when you take a picture of someone, it's a replication of that person based on the light hitting you and all that stuff. I mean, I don't know how it works, but it is a replication, and the pixels, you know, make us look fat or whatever. It's not our perfect. It's not a perfect mirror image of us when we have a picture or a video of us. So that's technically trying to replicate something. So why is drawing any different? I think it's a beautiful thing that you have a talent from God. Use your hands to draw. That's beautiful. Why would that be haram, man? And to the person who told her it's haram, or whoever wrote that it's haram, why, man? I mean, she's a wonderful young girl. She has fun drawing. Why take that away from her? And what does she have next? What is she going to do now for fun, you know? There's sheikhs out there that don't know what they're talking about and would lead people astray. For example, like music is haram. Okay, if that was clear cut and it's haram, why are we still having debates about it till this day with prominent sheikhs on either end? You tell me that. Because if there's still debates going on, then there is still some issue, I think.
And the fan art, it was a realism drawing, an ugly drawing actually, of a snapback, because you always wear snapbacks. And I don't think you ever saw it though, because I sent it to you on your Facebook and not your fan page. Thank you so much if you did listen to me, and for doing so, for spending a long time watching this video, because I have so many questions.
No, it's okay. You only had 4.
Thank you for
9.
answering.
You're
Peace, love, and unity. Sarah, signing out. Ma salama. Bye.
You're really cute, Sarah, and I love your smile. I hope you continue to keep smiling. I appreciate all these questions, and I'm very thankful. And I thank the fact that you asked these really tough, hard-hitting questions. I welcome that. So I really respect you for that. Even though you're a child, it does not matter. You seem to be very eloquent in the way you talk. You're very knowledgeable. You're very literate and smart. So there is absolutely no reason why I should think any less because of your age or anything like that. And I hope you continue to make yourself really smart. I hope you don't get offended by the way I answered my questions, and I hope you also at the same time don't think of me any less, you know. I think I'm doing a good job, you know. I'm not the type of person that try to force Islam on anyone. I'm not doing that. I just let it be known that, hey, I'm someone who makes you smile, makes you laugh, has fun, and is not living this crazy, closed-minded life, and I happen to be a Muslim. And that's all it is, really. Is just to get people well acquainted and understanding of Islam. And that's it pretty much. I'm just going to continue being myself and continue like concentrating on art. That is my passion. Thank you so much for these questions. If you guys want to ask questions like this and make them hard-hitting, you could send in your 5-question video. Remember that you have to upload it on YouTube as unlisted. You could send the list to my Facebook fan page or to the email karim@10@yahoo.com. And until next time, peace, love, and unity, and I'll see you later. This couch is about to fall.